everyone. This is Julie from MagiCore. I wanted to give you a quick walkthrough of what the MagiCore Academy looks like for teachers and for students. So when you sign up for the MagiCore Academy, you will be emailed your login, username, and password. So you just type that in here and click login. The web address is magicoreacademy.com. And when you log in, you'll have your dashboard here when you start off. It'll tell you how many field trips you have access to and the number of students you've entered into the system. And also will give you your student list and the list of field trips you have access to. From there, you can go over here to find resources to explore what virtual field trips or resources are available. We're constantly adding more every week. You can come here and just browse through all of them and look at all the pages, or if you want to look for something for a particular grade range or for a subject area or on a specific topic, so you want to do something that's about a holiday or a seasonal, so you want to see what applies to winter, you can filter out from here to see what those look like. You can preview the field trips right from here as well. So say I want to preview the dog sled race. You can see exactly what it looks like.
Virtual
determine
field
if
trip.
that will be a good one to assign to your students. And from here you can also assign. So you just hit assign. And then you can select your students that you want to assign it to. You can pick and choose. You can have all your students do the same field trip or differentiate based on what your students need. Then over here on the left, we have the student list. This is where you build your student list and add students, so they have their own access. To add a student, you just hit the add button up here, type in their first name, last name, and their grade, and hit save, and then they'll be added right into your list here. You will see here that there is information in the grade. You can edit anything from here. You can delete a student. Their username is in here as well. Their username is set up to be exactly the same as their password to try to make that easy for them to log into. So you would just copy and paste that, or you can export your whole class username list into Excel. That way you have a document that you can print with all of those in there. Let me copy over Bill Murray here because we're gonna check out his account. If you go to my data, this is where you can see how your students did on all of the field trips that they completed. So over here, you can assign the field trip to more people, or if you click responses, you can see how your students responded to all of the questions in that field trip. So we see here Bill, Bob, and Yoko completed this, so we're going to click on Bill. And it'll give you all their responses. The question, do you like ice cream? And his answer is favorite flavor 1. So it gives you the question and then their answer. It'll also show you if they're skipping through things and not putting answers in, so you know and are holding them accountable to completing the questions and the work that they should be doing. Certain things like drag and drops are not included in the answers here, just because those are self-correcting and won't let the student advance if they don't complete that. All right, let's go back here, back to our dashboard, and I'll give you a quick look at what this looks like for students. I'm going to log out. I'm going to log in as Bill Murray. Okay. And then over here, we can see all the field trips that he's been assigned, how many he's completed, and how many are pending that he still has assigned to him to do. So if he goes to dashboard, that's what that looks like. And then under my field trips, it'll show all of the field trips he has access to. That way, your students are not seeing the entire library of field trips. There may be some field trips that are not appropriate age-wise or just something that you don't want them to do yet. That way they're only seeing the field trips you've assigned. They don't have access to anything else. They can see all of them here. They are more than welcome to go through the field trips more than once. If they really liked doing the fire station and they want to go home and show their parents what they learned on their fire station field trip, they can log in at home and go through that field trip again. You can see the ones they completed, or they can see the ones they completed, I should say, and then the pending field trips as well, the ones that they have not completed yet. So when they see the pending one, they would just hit the launch button and it'll launch the field trip for the student to complete right in their web browser.
Virtual field trip.
Now these are really cool because the audio is integrated, it's just click and go, it's very simple and easy for students to use. They're navigating down here on the browser at the bottom.
Come on, kids, pack your bags for a field trip. We're going to the Arctic to explore the top of our planet.
They can click the audio.
Table of contents.
And then they'll walk through the field trip. Audio buttons are there if they need them. If they don't have to use them. Examine the photos and share what you already know. So kind of build your schema. What do you already know about the topic? They can zoom into the photos on here. Click the polar bear to visit a polar bear habitat. So that will bring them to a new website. And they are actually viewing the polar bear camera right from there. It did open up a new window so they can just go right back to where they left off from after they're done exploring. And then here is one of their answer boxes where they will type their text and share what they already know about the topic, and they can type their answer in there and then hit submit. Now if they leave it blank, that'll show you on your end that they did not answer that question. Here's a passage. They can scroll through, read that passage, answer the questions, all enabling audio. And then here's another activity. They're going to click on the mitten to learn more about the Arctic. And there is a video that's going to pop up that they can watch right in their web browser. So they're not leaving and going into YouTube and seeing ads and whatnot. This is right in their browser. So it's super, super simple and easy. When they're done, they hit the X, hit submit. Collect the snowflakes. This is their task that they're trying to do to show that they've completed each part. So they're going to go to landforms first. Tour the Arctic. It's giving them a Google Earth link. And when they're done with that, they'll come back here, answer their questions, and submit. Okay, we'll hit continue. Another activity for them to do, they're going to be sorting the true and false statements and then hit submit. Now for this one, it is a self-correcting drag and drop, so they actually have to complete the question before they move on. And they'll drag and drop. So you get the gist of what the field trip looks like. It's very, very simple. Everything's explained. It's super nice that the audio is included right in the web-based software, and also that students can watch any videos right in the software. That way they're not traveling to YouTube. The links they do travel to, but then they can hit it's a click of a button and they can flip back right to the field trip. So that is that. Let's go back to the dashboard. And again, for your students, you can assign them as many at a time or as few at a time as you would like. It's totally up to you. There's always going to be more added in here every week, so there's going to be a plethora of things to choose from. And that's about it. If you have any questions about the Academy, feel free to reach out to me. You can message me by email, or you can reach out to me on Facebook Messenger, whatever is easiest for you. I look forward to hearing from you. Bye-bye.